I was on a course a couple of days ago, 20 business owners in a room, and Blaise Brosnan. Blaise was instilling his wisdom from the centre of the room, telling little stories and anecdotes, and it was brilliant. This was the first of 10 courses on a Tuesday morning, 8 till 11. And Blaise had a PowerPoint presentation that he was going to go through with us, and he just gave us a presentation at the end, and he hadn't done it. What he'd done instead was a round robin through each of the attendees and get us to introduce ourselves and our business and one piece of advice to everyone else. To even be on this course, you have to have attended the initial 10-week course with Blaise previously. And Mandy's piece of advice to everybody in the room was something that Blaise had said in the previous course that she'd picked up on and lived by, which was to spend your money on diesel and coffee. At the start, when you're trying to grow your business, get out there. Meet people for coffees, chat to people, create relationships, try and help people, let them know what you're doing as well. That's how you get going. Apparently, when Airbnb was getting started, they were talking to the guys in Y Combinator. People like Paul Graham from paulgraham.com. His stuff's excellent. And there's a story about how they got going, and they'd realised that a lot of their initial B&B hosts were in New York, and they literally went to stay at the hosts and meet them, go out for dinner and talk to them. And by doing that, they found out that some of the properties, the houses, were amazing, but the photos didn't do them justice. So they asked some of the hosts, would you be happy if we sent a photographer around to take pictures of your property? The hosts were delighted, and then the next day, the photographer came around, took pictures, and made a much better job than the actual host could do of taking pictures. A lesson there is to do things that don't scale. You're not going to do that later on in your business, but when you're small, you can afford to do things that don't scale. And another lesson is something Gary Vaynerchuk says, that 1 is greater than 0. Get 1 extra customer is better than having 0. Grow your business 1 customer at a time. Which brings me back to my favourite quote from Mother Teresa. Never worry about numbers. Help 1 person at a time. And start with the person closest to you.